To set up your account in Ambiki for the first time, you will need to accept the invitation from your email by clicking the link. Once you click the link, you'll be prompted to enter a password. Here is how you'll begin your setup. You'll enter your name, choose your role, add your credentials, an NPI number if you have one. If you don't have one, you can click this link. If you do have one, click here to validate it. Now you get to your home screen. Over here is going to be your personal settings. So you can click here, edit your profile. Everything that you entered when you first did your setup should be entered here, but just in case, we're going to go ahead and look and make sure we have everything else we need. So here's your about. You're going to ensure that your name is correct. Make sure your discipline is correct. If you're a speech therapist, you might also have feeding therapy, maybe an occupational therapist too. You're going to have to ask your practice leader if your practice keeps speech and feeding separately, or if they do feeding therapy under the scope of practice of speech. So if you need to add a second discipline here, you can do that. If you need to remove it for any reason, you can do that as well. And also check your credentials. So I already have that set up because I chose it at the beginning. If you need to add a new one, you'd click here, and here's where you would add it. If you need to remove it, same thing. You can edit it. There's also a place for you to keep track of your licenses. This is optional. This doesn't go anywhere, but if you want to keep track of it, you can click here and add your license. You can add your certificate, whatever you need to do, and that'll help you keep track of any dates. Again, this is just for your own records. You want to make sure you have an active signature. So I do. It has your name, your NPI, and your credential. You can choose to draw your signature, or you can type it out and it'll put it in this little signature font like this. You may or may not be a supervisor, in which case you can add a supervisee that you supervise, or if you have a supervisor yourself, you can add this here. It will allow you to choose the supervisor from your organization, and it will also allow you to specify some dates. And that's it. That's what you need to set up your own personal account. When you're all done, make sure you click Save.